Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/cheating stories, where OP found out that his wife has been cheating on him with his coworker. Let's begin. My wife had been cheating on me for who knows how long. Posted by Reddit user ProPerFarm518.
So, this will be an unloading and then a forget about it type situation. I just need to get it off my chest. It has been a couple of years of a really bad relationship to a wife who has physically, verbally, and mentally abused me. The physical was in the last 2 years. The verbal and emotional have been my entire relationship, 6 years now. Now, I can't say that I was a saint in the situations either, but I can say I have never laid hands on my soon-to-be ex-wife. I have also not sat in the same room insulting her or calling her terrible names. Anyway, on to the story. I had a coworker that I thought I was close with. I showed him a picture of my family, and of course when he saw my wife it was a look of like, I think I know this person. My instantaneous thought when I showed him the family photo, that something really doesn't sit right about this. Fast forward like 6 months, I invite the friend over for dinner and he meets my wife. They are from the same place and they seem to really hit it off, like really awkwardly hit it off. They like the same music, know the same town really well. Again, I was all very taken back by how weird this was. Few months forward, I opened up a Mac computer with my wife's account connected to the Mac. I saw text back and forth between my coworker and my wife. She was asking him all sorts of questions, but at the same time it looked really set up. Like I don't know who you are, I have never seen you type of texts, lies, because they obviously have seen each other. I confront the wife about it, and we get into a huge argument about it all and she disconnects her phone and takes off to a hotel in this distant common town the coworker and her know about. At this point, she says she needs space and everything I know is wrong or not true. A couple of months goes by again, and I am trying to put my finger on why in the hell my coworker and wife seem to disappear or are not available when I call or text. My ex-wife doesn't work and my coworker started having weird excuses to have me trade shifts with him. I was the only one he would trade with. I had that gut feeling. You know that one you get when you know what is going on, but deny it anyway. Long story short, a year after I had quit and moved on, my wife suddenly is friends with him again on LinkedIn, asking him hookup questions. Poor bastard doesn't even know all his closest friends already told me he did cheat with my spouse. You know, once a cheater always sticks true. I saw this and immediately regret my decision earlier to act like I didn't know anything. So I kicked her out the house with damn good reason. Why in the hell would I stick around pretending I don't know what she did and is continuing to do? She isn't crazy. I am. What in the hell was I thinking? Oh, the kid's this and the kid's the other. Forget that. I can't take care of kids with a cheating, abusive spouse. My relationship is broken. It is gone. She is one of those crazy religious types where she confessed her sins and it is between her and God, not her and her husband. STI doesn't get forgiven now, does it? Can't pray that away. I am so glad I was so repulsed by her I couldn't get messed up enough to touch her. Anyway, I just wanted to unload here and say I know what you did, and it is nasty. You are right. I will never find anyone like you again. I pray to everything that is holy that I never come close to anyone like you again. Trust me when I say I am far from perfect, but I do not have to get the shit kicked out of me for making mistakes. I wish you the best in leaving me alone. No child deserves your attention, and you shouldn't be having any more children anyway. You suck as a human being. Remember this phrase always. Cheating is like beating off. You are only fucking yourself. I really hope you get what you have been looking for. Cheating is an art, but I am not your damn canvas.
OP, while reading this, I had to think that they knew each other in school or something. I mean, I bet that they were together while they were in high school. They probably already fucked way before you even met her. Then when they saw each other again, they were like, hey, I know you. Right back to their old times. Look, you are far better off without her. She's abusive, she's manipulative, and overall, a terrible fucking human being. Look, it's fine, man. Unload all of the negativity here with us. We will listen to you. And then go search for the happiness that you truly deserve. But I do suggest that you go to therapy, just in case. Good luck, OP. Our next story is from r/Today I Fucked Up. Today I fucked up by learning sign language. Posted by Reddit user Sign Me Out Now.
My mom's been involved with this new guy for a few months now. To be fair, enough time has passed for me to stop referring to him as the new guy, but he's not my dad, and I guess that will always make him feel like the new guy. According to movie logic, I'm supposed to hate him for trying to replace my father or whatever, but the truth is, I like him. I like him so much that I've been learning how to use sign language to improve our communication, because new guy happens to be deaf. He can read lips, which is how I've been communicating with him. My mom didn't waste any time learning sign language at the beginning of their romance, and she's at the point now where she can have full conversations without using her voice. I was really proud of her, and so was new guy. I'm not on their level yet, but I've had enough practice to follow a conversation that's not too complicated. My plan was to surprise new guy on his birthday, which is 2 months from now, and wish him a happy birthday as well as officially welcoming him to the family in sign language. However, I never factored in the amount of dirty talk my mom and new guy were having in sign language. Not knowing that I can understand them, my mom and new guy have gotten disturbingly comfortable exposing their sex life in my company. They are worse than horny teenagers, and I should know, I am one. No 17-year-old son should ever witness his mother use her fingers to demonstrate how wet her vagina is. It's gotten to the point where I'm no longer willing to wait until new guy's birthday to make it known that I can understand sign language, because holy fuck, I need my eyes to not see this shit anymore. This is an ongoing fuck up. TLDR, the guy my mom's dating is deaf. Because I like the dude, I decided to learn sign language in secret, and was planning to surprise him on his upcoming birthday by communicating in sign language. Little did I know that secretly understanding sign language would expose me to disturbingly intimate conversations between my mom and the new man in her life.
Alright, okay. I'm not gonna lie, this is perhaps one of the funniest fuck-ups I've ever seen, read, or listened to. I mean, I feel bad for laughing at you, OP, but holy shit. This is so wholesome, but at the same time, so fucked up. Look, man. Here's a suggestion, though. Wait until they are sex signing again and just reply in sign. Happy early birthday, new guy. I'm learning sign. But for the love of God and all that is holy, please get a fucking room. I mean, they already scarred you for life, dude. At least ask them to tone it down when you are present. Well, now I guess it's time for OP's update.
The new man in my mom's life is deaf. My mom really likes him, and so do I. It's safe to say they're in the honeymoon phase of their relationship. And as the teenage son of a single mom who's now madly in love, it's both great and gross at the same time. The gross part I'll unpack in a moment. My plan was to surprise new guy on his upcoming birthday by revealing that I've secretly been learning sign language for months, and my first unspoken words to him would have been happy birthday and welcome to the family. The gross part, I came to realize that learning sign language in secret came at the cost of understanding my mom and new guy whenever the two of them low-key use sign language to talk dirty in my presence. I've lost count of how many random times I've caught my mom using her discreet sign language skills to let new guy know how deep into him she was, and how much deeper into her she would love for him to be once they were both in bed. The new plan, the wet vagina incident I alluded to in my original post, was one of too many examples that prompted me to abandon the birthday surprise and set in motion my plan to inform new guy and my mom sooner rather than later that I understand enough sign language to follow a basic conversation, or at the very least, interpret individual words to make sense of simple sentences. The update. Instead of informing new guy and my mom that I've been learning sign language on the side, I decided to ask new guy to personally teach me sign language in his free time. That way no one needs to know, other than thousands of strangers on the internet, that I understood my mom and new guy whenever they were talking dirty. It was the best approach I could think of that would encourage new guy and my mom to keep their sign language non-sexual around me and spare us all an awkward situation. That being said, I didn't let them off the hook that easily. My first sign language lesson with new guy happened 2 days ago. He's actually a really good sign language teacher when he's not being seduced by my mom. He even promised to teach me swear words. Towards the end of the lesson, I asked him about some of the things I've seen my mom sign to him. In order to sell how new I was to sign language, I first had to pretend struggle how to make the wet vagina sign in front of new guy. It was almost impossible to keep a straight face when I noticed the growing horror in new guy's eyes as soon as he realized what I was trying to communicate. He was quick to intervene and prevent me from finishing the vagina sign, which prompted him to reveal one of his first golden rules: no skipping ahead to pro-level sign language. Apparently, my mom's vagina falls under advanced sign language skills and therefore will not be addressed at all. Speaking of my mom, she's been keeping her sign language relatively safe for son since my interest in learning sign language went public. However, this morning I did catch her complimenting new guys but in sign language. It was weird because now that she knows I'm learning, she feels the need to teach me too. And based on what happened this morning, she seems to think it's hilarious to teach me words like nice ass, just when I thought I had the upper hand. This is still an ongoing fuck up, but not as bad as before, I hope. TLDR, the guy my mom's dating is deaf. Because I like the dude, I decided to learn sign language in secret and was planning to surprise him on his upcoming birthday by communicating in sign language. Little did I know that secretly understanding sign language would expose me to disturbingly intimate conversations between my mom and the new man in her life. As per my update, I decided to ask new guy to teach me sign language so that everyone in the house is aware that I'm learning and avoid having intimate sign language conversations in my company. Part of my plan backfired thanks to my comedian of a mother having some fun at my expense by Jedi teaching me how she compliment new guy's nice ass in sign language.
OP, please tell me that you're gonna ask your mom to teach you the wet vagina sign since her new boyfriend wouldn't. Look, man, you missed a golden opportunity to have a lifelong laugh with your mother and her new boyfriend if he sticks around. Okay. Okay. New goal. When you start having sex at home and your mother's not there but the boyfriend is, dude, you gotta make it super loud and nasty. I mean, he won't hear it, but if your mother does end up hearing it, then you can just mention this fuck up and it will be the laugh of the ages for generations probably. Look, I get you, man. My mom is a comedian too, and she doesn't miss a heartbeat with fucking with me or my sibling. So when the opportunity arises, me and my sibling also messes with her. I guarantee you, man, it's gonna be awkward for you right now, but in a few years this will be fucking hilarious. But I guess for now, we want to hear your final update.
In between my original post and my follow-up post, something happened to me that was the complete opposite of a fuck-up. I met a girl. We're the same age and go to the same school. We're not in love with each other just yet, but our relationship have become serious enough that we're considering to have sex. I have to add that one of the things my girlfriend loves about me is my sign language skills, albeit below beginner level. She knows all about my sign language adventures so far. I've even introduced her to my mom and new guy. Speaking of new guy, my sign language lessons with him have been going so well that I decided to pass on what I've been learning to my girlfriend, who would occasionally ask me to teach her new words in sign language. That being said, since my girlfriend and I started talking about sleeping together, we also started talking dirty, usually by saying what was on our minds or using sign language to demonstrate what was on our minds. Those of you who read my previous posts are probably getting flashbacks right now of me catching my mom and new guy using adults-only sign language in my company when they thought I was unable to understand. Focus on that flashback and just replace my mom with my girlfriend, new guy with me, and the observer, which was originally me, but now being my mother. That was more or less the situation earlier in the week when my mom caught me teaching my girlfriend dirty words in sign language. My girlfriend and I were hanging out in the living room and my mom was resting in her room. My mom's kidneys are not in the best condition, and twice a week she needs to go for dialysis. The day of this fuck-up happened to be one of her dialysis days, so when she came home, she just wanted to sleep. Usually, my mom sleeps all afternoon after dialysis, which made me think I could get away with teaching my girlfriend the ABCs of sign language, anal, blowjob, and cunnilingus. My girlfriend couldn't help but laugh out loud a few times, and I think one of those times it might have woken up my mom and prompted her to check up on us. However, I never heard my mom come downstairs or noticed her watching us. She never made her presence known. I only found out about it during my recent sign language lesson with new guy. It was my first time seeing him look emotionally exhausted. He made me read something he wrote on his iPad. It stated that my mom appreciated his willingness to teach me sign language, but she's upset at him for teaching me words that made her uncomfortable, especially now that I'm using the inappropriate words that I've learned from him to also teach my girlfriend. There was a lot more to read, but it basically boiled down to new guy apologizing for upsetting my mom, and for any lines he might have crossed with me during our lessons, before ending it off with a question that I knew was coming. Where did you actually learn those words? I panicked and told him everything. The secret sign language school I've been attending in order to eventually surprise him on his birthday, catching him and my mom dirty talking, pretending to know nothing about sign language when I asked him to teach me. It all came out. New guy seemed shocked, disturbed, impressed, amused, touched, all at once. I apologized for creating tension between him and my mom, and promised to tell my mom everything I've told him if it meant clearing the atmosphere. New guy accepted my apology, and thanked me for going through so much trouble to give him such a thoughtful birthday gift. He also apologized on behalf of himself and my mom for exposing me to their spicy sign language. We hugged it out and agreed that he was gonna explain things to my mom in private, but leave out the part about me catching the two of them behaving like horny teenagers in front of me. For my mom's sake, it kind of worked out in the end. Yesterday my mom said she was proud of me for managing to balance school and sign language classes back to back. However, she made me promise to keep the sign language PG with my girlfriend, at least until I'm old enough to behave however I wanted under my own roof. Hopefully my mom never connects the dots and realizes how long I've been able to understand sign language lol. The end, fingers crossed. TLDR, my mom caught me teaching my girlfriend sexually explicit words in sign language and assumed her deaf boyfriend was the one who taught me those words. As a result of the tension between my mom and her boyfriend, the boyfriend decided to confront me, which prompted me to come clean and tell the BF that I've secretly been learning sign language to surprise him on his birthday, and that I've caught him and my mom multiple times using sign language for the same reasons I did with my girlfriend. The truth, or part of it, finally coming out managed to restore peace at the end of the day, at least for now.
OP, first of all, look, this is gonna be really hard for me because I'm trying so desperately not to burst out in hysterical laughter. But look, you can be proud of yourself for enduring this disturbing double life. And, oh man, how do I say this? But look, OP, obviously you can write really well, and this story is just too grotesque and funny and pure, wholesome to be withheld from our society. So, what I suggest, man, please, you need to write a screenplay about this, or maybe even a book. This is peak entertainment in our generation, and you can even write based on true events. Oh man. Look, if you ever do publish this in a book or whatever, please give us an update. I would proudly buy that shit. Good luck, man. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my YouTube channel for you to watch absolutely free. So consider clicking that super thanks just below the video title, or you can use my PayPal in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.